Hey everyone, I'm Butch Hartman. It's Speech Bubble. It's Grey DeLisle. She does tons of voices. Can you do a voice for me? Roll the theme music. So wait, so you have so much to talk about. I'm trying to cram all this in here. So you've done, you're the new Redhead on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Yeah. People can hear your voice and they go through the ride.
Yes.
How cool is that?
It's going to be exciting. It just opened in Florida, and then it'll be in Los Angeles over the summer.
Did any of my proteges produce that? Did any of the guys that
no, I had never met. There were a lot of the Imagineers.
I got it. Okay.
And then the guy that runs character voices over there.
Now, people don't know. When you go and do a voice like that for Disneyland, well, how long is the session? How many sessions are there?
Well, Mary Kay Bergman was a huge influence on me, who played the original Timmy
Turner.
Before
That's
she passed away.
Exactly right.
So she was like my mentor. I love her so much, and I always feel her. I just feel I'm always talking. I talk out loud when I have, and it was called. I used to call her the Redhead because she was the Redhead. She had red hair, and so when I got the audition, I was like, oh man, this was her favorite ride, and she's the Redhead, and oh man, she would have been awesome at this. So I was like, Mary Kay, what should I do? If there's any coaching, because she used to be she used to help me with auditions when I first started.
She was originally Timmy Turner.
Yes,
she was.
And
yes, she was.
Full circle.
I know.
But but I honestly, I don't. I kind of wing it a lot of times. I don't.
I know
read
you
the
do. You're
scripts
super
a lot,
talented.
but
I
just
get it.
I got 3 children. I don't have time to be
I
reading
got
scripts.
it. And they're not even yours, but that's okay.
They're not mine.
I know.
I just
find them
urchins that I picked up off the street. I was like, do you want to go to private school?
Can I pay $24,000 a year?
Can I have the pleasure?
I would love to.
When I hear about people who have free school, in Calabasas, I'm like, really? And it's safe and everything?
It totally is safe.
That's amazing.
Public school is not bad.
But you have to drive 2 hours to get to.
It depends on where the
and
school
I'm late
is.
As it is, Butch. I can't.
Yeah, I know. You were on time today. You were right on time.
I overshot it because I was like, okay, I'm always late, and it's going to take an hour to get there.
I am deeply touched. Thank you for being on time. But anyway, so anyway, go ahead. So you.
What were we even?
Pirates of the Caribbean session.
Oh yeah. So
what is the session like?
So I never prepare, but I was like, Mary Kay. So I got close. It was already down to me and I think 5 other people after a couple rounds of auditions.
Okay.
Just from our agencies or whatever. And then we went to character voices, and I was like, so Mary Kay, what would you do if you were here? And I was like, wow, you were here all the time, because she played Snow White. So I was like, this is your little stomping ground, Mary Kay. So if you got any pointers? And I really felt like something telling me, prepare, Grey. And I was like, what can I do? So I was like, look up some pirate slang.
Make a choice this time.
Yeah, do some. She used to prepare all the time with her. She had recorders, and she was she was a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And
we call that a professional.
I
understand. That's what
I'm just it'll work out.
The term is. Yeah, you're
I'll be funny and charming, and everyone will
exactly.
I'm 13 minutes late on a good day. No, but anyway, so I looked up pirate slang and everything. Thank goodness, because I went in there. I was there for an hour by myself, and they were like, so we don't have a lot of lines written, so we were just thinking why don't you just do some improv?
Unbelievable.
Oh my God. And I had looked up, they were selling eggs in the auction, which I didn't know, but I had looked up some pirate slang, and apparently cackle fruit is what an egg is, called cackle fruit. I learned all this pirate slang, and oh man, was I prepared.
By the way, you just named this episode of the podcast.
Cackle fruit.
That's what it's called.
And Vicky likes to I don't like fruit.
Give me some cackle fruit,
Give me some fruit milkshake.
Oh, okay, don't hurt me. Listen up, foop. All right. So when you, I guess what I'm asking is, when you go into I know how voiceover sessions work for cartoons. We have the whole cast in there. We read a script. It takes 2-3 hours. Yeah. When you go in for a session for a ride like that, how many takes do they do? How many lines do they give you?
It was a lot. It was about an hour for 5 lines.
Oh my God, that's terrible. An hour.
You
work for an hour?
No, but for 5 lines.
And you made $70,000?
No, God, no. I made scale. And I honestly would have done it for free, because I was so excited to be the one chosen. I was like, I'll do anything. What is it, mouse? What do you want? But the amazing thing was, I found out I got the part on Mary Kay's birthday. Wait, no, it was the anniversary of her death.
Oh my gosh!
And her husband wrote.
What was that anniversary? What day
November
was it?
11. 11/11. Yeah, November 11th.
Yeah, that's when it was.
Yeah, and so I
remember when I was informed of that.
And
yeah,
she's she was very into that kind of thing.
But
her husband had just. It's funny, because when I had the audition for the Redhead, I was like, I just auditioned for something. I can't tell you what it is, but it would have been perfect for Mary Kay. And I honestly feel like she helped me out with it a little bit, because I prepared like I never do, and I really paid off. And he was like, well, he said, by hook or by crook, I hope you get the part.
He did not say that.
That's what he said, and I go,
that's a pirate term.
I know.
It's a pirate term, hooker by crook.
I know. And I said, oh my gosh, the fact that you just said that right now is really creepy. And you'll find out later. If I get the part, I'll tell you. So on the anniversary of her death, he wrote to me on Facebook and said, hey, I just wanted to let you know, Mary Kay, this is the day. And I said, and I was just about to call you up. Can I call you right now? And he was like, yeah. So I called him. I was filming something in Portland, but I called him at night, and I was like, hey, I just got the part of the Redhead on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And he's like, that was Mary Kay's favorite ride. And I go, I know. And she totally helped me. She actually had the album of the songs.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
Really
I'm trying to cram all this in here. You're doing so many things. So like, and now, before I get to the rest of the things that you do, I want to ask, because everyone's going to want to know what you...
Am I single?
Now,
kind of.
I'm
married, but open to opportunities. No.
It's very interesting. Wow. That's very interesting, Grey DeLisle. No. Now, you are in your second marriage, right? Third. Oh, is it 3?
DeLisle was really like a little 19-year-old mistake. DeLisle.
Wait.
I was 19.
What was your maiden name?
Van Osprey.
Van Osprey.
Dutch. Yeah.
Osprey?
I've had Van Osprey. VANOOS.
Van Osprey. I met the Grey DeLisle.
Yes. I've met all my relatives from Holland, the Van Ospreys, and they're like these gigantic, tall,
all Dutch
blonde,
people are huge.
Red-haired.
Dutch people are gigantic.
My dad and my sister, my daughter looks just like my sister. My sister doesn't have any children, but when she's with my daughter, people are like,
we're going to have to come back. We're going to have to come. We're going to have to come back on that one right there.
Speech